Hello everybody, today we are ranking all of the Minecraft mobs, and I know that you guys are going to be very, very angry with this one, probably. So, this is the second one I'm doing. I'll be doing more, and that's all I have to say. Let's go! When I see this guy, I think, wow, free leather and free leads. You know, he's really annoying. They look small and innocent, but they're actually the most deadly mob in Minecraft. Even hardcore players get killed by these guys. The squid is pretty useless. The only use for it is black dye. When I was little, I used to be scared of it. Glow squid is slightly more useful, as its dye can be used to make signs illuminated, which is really good, I guess. The silverfish is a really annoying mob you see in the stronghold. It's so terrible. These mobs are pretty cool, but they don't really have much use in the game. Zombie horse, it doesn't even do anything. It's not in the game. Llamas are really annoying. They spit on you and they're kind of disgusting and weird. You can't even ride them around. The skeletons, they make any fight harder. Zombie, pretty easy. Zombie with skeleton, boom, 10 times harder. And the poison and the slowness versions, they just make the fight even harder. At least the bog can be sheared for mushrooms. These annoying little crittles can spawn sometimes when you throw an ender pearl. I'm sad these guys won the mob vote. They're really annoying. They're basically what come to kill you if you don't sleep. And they're hard to get out of the sky. The fishes are cute, but they don't really do that much. They're a good source of food, I guess. The tropical ones can be used to feed axolotls, which are really cute. These guys are annoying. They can take out like half your hearts in like one hit. And the elder ones give you mining fatigue. That's just so annoying. These are some classic mobs, but they're not really useful for more than meat, milk, and wool. The pigs can be ridden, but they're just not that useful and cool. Spiders are the creepy reason you need a roof over your house in the first night. And they climb walls after you, and they make really creepy noises, and they live in spiderwebs. Foxes are cute little item chicken-killing thievers. They don't really do much, though. They're cute, and they're sleeping, and that's cute, but it's just useless. Pandas don't really have a purpose. They're cute, and they have all these different forms of themselves, but you can't really build a slime factory with the sick ones. They do eat bamboo, and for some reason, cake, but they are really cute. I had a pet parrot once. I took it to bed, and it suffocated in a wall. That's why these are annoying. They're also, like, impossible to catch or take a photo of. That's why this photo is so blurry. I don't really like parrots. Slimes are hard to fight in caves because when you hit them, they split into a bunch of different versions of themselves. But the small ones are pretty cute because they can't really do anything. And these slimes are pretty fun, though. They're pretty creative. Chickens are pretty classic, even though all the other mobs came before them, all the other passive ones, most of them. And they do lay eggs, which is cute, and they do little clucking noises, and it's cute, and it's just really cute. If you're like me, you wish this mob had stayed the zombie pigman. I just can't get used to whatever the heck this is. I really miss the zombie pigman. Oh well. Anyway, these guys are annoying because if you hit one of them, they all swarm towards you and start attacking you. That's kind of annoying. The waters were mostly safe before Drowned came in. When Drowned came in, it was making the waters a lot harder to navigate. They will come and just basically murder you, especially the ones with a trident. Those are hard to get by. The husk is a tall and annoying zombie. For some reason, it is taller than the zombie, but it does give you hunger It makes you hungry. So if it hits you, basically it just sticks its hand in your mouth. If you touch this mob, you're poisoned. If you eat it, you're poisoned, but also you get nausea and a bunch of other stuff. These guys are kind of annoying. This is the sad thing that happens when a zombie kills a villager. It's just so sad. Zombies are the classic hostile Minecraft mob. Did you know that they used to drop feathers before they dropped rotten flesh? They also drop potatoes, carrots, and iron. They can also spawn with armor. They're a good mob, I guess. Ocelots are a cute mob. They used to be able to turn into cats when you tamed them, but I think that got removed later. Ocelots are here because they don't really do too much, but they are pretty cute and classic. Cats are mobs that are found in villages. They will meow at you, and if you feed them fish, they'll be tamed and they'll scare away creepers, which is useful. The black ones are found in witches' huts only, which is pretty cool. Pretty sure on Halloween, though, they spawn everywhere. Bats, they don't really do much, or anything for that matter. The only reason they're up here is because they're the cutest mob in the entire game. Also the hardest to photograph. Anyway, the bat is super duper cute. The witch is really annoying. It'll splash you with slowness and then poison and harming and boom, kill you with one swoop. If you see a witch, usually you steer way clear away because these little guys are so annoying. If you strike a villager with lightning, it becomes a witch for some reason. These guys live in mine shafts. They're cave spiders. They live in mine shafts, they live in webs, they'll bite you, and then you get poisoned, which makes sense. The polar bear is a little neutral mob that lives in the Arctic biome, and it hurts you if it has a baby, or if you get too close. The golem-like Blaze is a monster that lives in the nether fortresses, and it shoots fireballs at you and flies. It's kind of annoying when it shoots fireballs at you, but I'm pretty sure they are necessary. They're necessary to defeat the Ender Dragon and get to the end in the first place. Donkeys are, let me just put it this way. I usually forget that they exist, and they're kind of annoying. You don't see them as much as horses, but if you do see one, I usually just kill it for leather. Horses are a mob that you can saddle and ride, and then you can ride around with a sword or whatever you want, whatever weapon you're using, and then you can kill it for leather. This one is also one I usually forget that's in the game. The mule is a breed between the donkey and the horse. It's kind of interesting, I guess, but you don't really see it that often in survival mode, and you don't really use it in creative mode either, so I don't really know what to do with it. The shulker is a mob that shoots these little things at you, and then you start floating in the air. It's really obnoxious, I'm just gonna say it. These shulkers will shoot at you, and then you float, and then you die, and you just fall in the void. The wither skeleton is an obnoxious mob that comes at you and then hits you with a stick. Then you get the wither effect and boom, you're dead. The only good thing about them is that they're 3 blocks high and that they're pretty useful for horror maps and stuff. Vexes are so annoying. Not only are they fast and they just fly in unexpected patterns, but guess what? They can pass through blocks and they're fire resistant. I do like their model though. They look like an evil version of the Allay, and they're pretty cute if it weren't for the fact that they, try to murder you every time you see you. Snow golems are a mob that walk around and produce snow under where they're walking. They also throw snowballs at hostile mobs. The most useful thing these are for is for killing blazes and snow farms. Turtles are an interesting mob that you can find on beaches, and then they lay their eggs there, and zombies try to step on them for some reason. Turtles are cute. Dolphins are mobs that will follow you around in the ocean, and if you give them food, they will lead you to treasure. They can also make you swim faster underwater. They are a really cute mob, but if you do attack them, all of them will start just killing you, even the ones that you couldn't see before. Dolphins are a very cute mob. Ravagers are pretty weird looking, but they do drop saddles. They will run over villager crops and snow, and they're usually only found during raids. Sometimes pillagers will be riding them. Magma cubes are a mob that you want to steer clear of in the basalt deltas of the nether. They're like regular slimes, except they light you on fire whenever they hit you, and the small ones can do damage, which makes them really hard to deal with. Magma cubes are hard. Wolves are a cute and loyal companion. They recently got a bunch of new types. If you feed them enough bones, they will be tamed, and they will fight for you and help you out with anything you need. It's also really cute when they tilt their head sideways at you. Hoglins are a mob that come after you in the nether. You can breed them for some reason, and they're scared of warped fungus for some reason. They will attack you. There are baby versions. There's a Zoglin variant that's coming later, and that's it. Zoglins are like Hoglins, except that they've been through the overworld. Once Hoglins get to the overworld, they start shaking, and then they become a Zoglin because the air of the overworld is toxic to piglins and Hoglins in the nether. They are definitely a mob you don't see often. Creepers are a classic mob, but the reason they're at 28 is because they're really annoying. Have you ever been mining some precious diamonds? You turn around, there's a creeper right behind you, and it blows up all the diamonds that you just had, as well as all your other stuff. Especially when they're paired with a baby zombie. Oh my gosh. The baby zombie will hit you and you'll go spinning, and then the creeper will come up behind you and just murder you. Piglins are a mob that were originally going to be the villagers. They were originally called Pigman, and they made a huge debut in Minecraft Legends. The piglins are kind of annoying. They live in bastions, and they really love gold. Piglin brutes are mobs. They're like piglins, except if you're wearing gold, they'll still attack you. They only live in bastions, though, so that's good. If you teleport them away from bastions, though, they'll always come back for some reason, which is crazy. The armadillo is a cute little mob that was recently added in a update. It had won the mob vote, and I was one of the people who voted for it. The axolotl is a cute mob. You can use it in ocean temples. It's a really cute guy. It even has a secret blue variant, but sadly no green one. It has a mouth and eyes, and it's really cute. Striders are super duper adorable. They can be seen with baby striders or even zombie piglins sometimes on top of them. They're the only way to get across lava, and they have cute little cobblestone feet. Tadpoles are a cute little mob they come from frog eggs, and then they just swim around and become frogs. Frogs are a mob that eats slimes, magma cubes, and sometimes goats. There are 3 different variants, and if you get them to eat a magma cube, they'll drop a special block. The camel is an adorable mob. It lays down and it does these cute little sniffing animations, and then the charge attack is really useful. You can also not get hit by like zombies and stuff like that on it when you're riding on it. It also has up to 2 people on it. Goats are the all-time masters of parkour. They live in cliffs, and then they scream, and then you fall off, and then you die. They will occasionally ram you, and if you're standing behind a stone wall and they hit it, they'll drop their goat horns, which you can play. Vindicators are a mob that are kind of annoying. They're hard to deal with. They're pretty powerful, though. They look pretty normal until you come to them, and then they'll try to kill you. Sniffers are cute caterpillar, dinosaur-like little guys. They seem to be really old, but they're also pretty difficult to get. But once you get them, they will sniff out seeds, which you can use to get flowers, which is okay, I guess. Pillager is a race of mob that was added in the Village and Pillage update. They are the main bad guys of Minecraft Dungeons too. Mushrooms are a mob that are really cute. They're really hard to find, and they have a secret brown variant. See if you can find how to get it. They're really cute. If you shear them, they'll turn into normal cows, but don't do that. They can also give you like suspicious stew and mushroom stew and stuff like that. The Agent is a hard mob to find. You can only find it on a different kind of Minecraft game, Education Edition, and then I'm pretty sure you can only use commands, but they can do so much. You can tell them to just do something and they'll just do it. You can tell them to build stuff even. It's so cool. When I was young, I was scared of Endermen, and to this day I still am. Whenever you look into their eyes, they start hissing at you. They're the only mob that exists across all 3 dimensions, and they're really cool. They're tall, but if you have a roof over your head, you can pretty easily kill them. They roam the end, and I'm not sure whether they're trapped there or not. The Iron Golem is a mob that will attack any monster at all. They will go to them, and then they'll swing their fist, and boom, the monster goes like 50 feet in the air. They're a really cool mob that are probably used a lot for iron farms, unfortunately. People abuse these mobs, unfortunately. This one's technically not a mob, but the NPC is really useful. You can talk to it and use it in, like, maps and stuff, but it's only on Bedrock Edition, so suckers for Java. And it's really useful because you can do stuff with it. At the top 10, we have Illusioner, who's technically not an official mob. They would have been really hard. They would have been like they would have duplicated themselves and made you blind and then shot arrows at you, kind of like a skeleton. But they're really hard. They would have been hard. Anyway, the Evoker is a magical mob who has probably a lot of lore secretly behind him. He's the one who probably turns allies into Vexes, and he turns blue sheep red for some reason. Or was it red sheep blue? Doesn't really matter. They shoot fangs at you and summon Vexes. The Ghast is a mob that tells the story of a lost soul roaming the nether. It will shoot fireballs at you when it sees you, and it kind of sounds like a dying cat. Anyway, I know this mob hasn't been officially released yet, but the Creaking is going to be an awesome mob from the looks of it. It's going to only attack you when you're not looking, which is going to make it perfect for horror maps. It'll also blend in really well. I can see all these different horror maps. Usually you can only use the Warden, but these are a bit more controlled because they only attack the player. They also have a special killing method. Villagers are a mob that's really derpy, and the reason I put them up there is because I've been watching Element Animation recently, and they just make them look so funny, and the voices are really funny for the villagers. Villagers are a fun mob, and I can't really imagine Minecraft without villagers, you know? Minecraft needs these guys, these little derpy guys. You can trade with them, and you can kill them, you can abuse them, you can lock them up, you can do a lot of fun things with them. I know. The Breeze is a newer monster. But still, it's really cool to see another form of the Blaze for once. They have a really cool attack pattern. They'll hit you, and then they jump away. Then they hit you again. But their wind charges are going to be used for lots of parkour from now on. At number 4, we have Allies. They will, whatever you give them, they'll find more of it and pick it up. If you give them an amethyst shard, they'll duplicate themselves. They can be found in pillager outposts and pillager mansions, being held captive by the pillagers. They definitely have a backstory. Possibly the hardest boss in Minecraft, especially on Bedrock. If you spawn this in your world's done for. It's gonna get exploded. All your mobs are gonna die. It's really bad. It's basically just putting /kill at E in the commands. The Warden is a scary mob. Even though it's fairly new, it's still really cool, and it definitely tells a backstory. We don't know what this is. This is the most mysterious mob in the entire game, I'd say. And then, if you make noise, it'll come for you, and it will kill you. It seems like something more from Stranger Things than from Minecraft, honestly. It's crazy that they added this. At number 1, you know what's gonna happen. The Ender Dragon, or Jean, as we pros call her. Jean is the best mob in the entire game. She is second most powerful only to the creator of Minecraft himself, because in the credits it's like the Ender Dragon is like his apprentice, I think. And yeah, she's pretty cool. She'll shoot fireballs. She's the only boss, really, besides the Wither. Some people count the Warden as the boss, but I really don't. It's really great. Thank you for watching this video, and be sure to check out more content on Deer Fox. It's a really great channel, and I think you would love it. Be sure to check out my last video where I rank all the My Singing Monsters. And subscribe, maybe hit the like button, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, here's just subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. I don't know what that does. Tell me what the bell does. Comment below. And coming up next, we have Dawn of Fire ranking. You're still here? You can go now. The video's over. Go check out another one. Go.